Oh, I saw your RSVP and, not attending? Really, Ashley? You're seriously going to skip my wedding?
Why did you even send me an invitation? You honestly thought I'd want to watch you marry the man who cheated on me with you?
It's called being classy. I'm including everyone, even the bitter ex-wife. You're the one making it weird by turning it into drama.
No, Cindy. What's weird is you thinking we're still friends. You slept with my husband, Cindy, while we were still married.
Oh my God, not this again. I didn't steal him. If your marriage had been working, he wouldn't have looked elsewhere. Maybe take a little accountability.
Take a little accountability? Coming from the girl who's made a habit of stealing other people's boyfriends since high school? You were always accidentally dating someone's boyfriend, then acted shocked when people got upset. You flirted with Jessica's boyfriend at homecoming, hooked up with Brianna's prom date, and even lied about Melanie's. You've been doing this forever, Cindy. You just finally found one who was dumb enough to marry you.
Wow, really digging up the archives, huh? I didn't realize this was a court hearing.
It's not a court hearing, it's a pattern. And the only reason you invited me is to make yourself look innocent. You want me there so you don't have to sit in the mess you made by yourself.
Okay, wow, someone's clearly not over it. Maybe try therapy instead of lashing out at people who've moved on.
I've moved on. That's why I said no. Because I have no interest in watching two liars play house like nothing happened.
Brad isn't a liar. He's my fiancé, soon to be my husband, and we're happy. You should try being happy for us.
I was happy until you both blew up my life behind my back and acted like I was the villain for being upset.
Jeez, relax. I was just trying to be nice by inviting you. Brad thought it might help clear the air or whatever.
The only thing that needs clearing is your delusion that I'd ever show up to support either of you after what you did.
Well, you know what it looks like from the outside. It looks like you're bitter and lonely. Like you can't stand the idea that we won.
You didn't win, Cindy. You got a man who cheats, lies, and sneaks around. That's not a win, that's a warning sign.
At least I'm not still clinging to the past. You really need to let it go and find something to do with your time.
I do have something to do with my time. A job I actually earned, responsibilities I take seriously, and a future I'm proud of. Unlike some people, I don't build my life out of someone else's leftovers and call it an upgrade.
Oh, here we go, Miss Hard-Working Career Woman. We get it, Ashley. You have a job. You probably schedule your emotions in Outlook.
I'd rather schedule my emotions than spend my life blowing up other people's just to feel important.
You really don't have to be so cold. I extended an olive branch and you basically lit it on fire.
You didn't send me an olive branch. You sent me a glitter-covered invitation to the wedding of my ex-husband and my ex-best friend. There's no peace offering in that, just arrogance. You and Brad deserve each other. Just don't expect me to clap while the ship sinks.
Fine, be that way. Don't say I didn't try to be the bigger person.
You didn't try to be anything but smug. And if you really want the truth, I hope you get everything you deserve.
Okay, so I've been thinking, and I feel like maybe we got off on the wrong foot with that whole RSVP thing. I know you're still mad, but honestly, I think this could be a healing moment for everyone if you just showed up. In fact, Brad and I were talking, and we actually think it would be so perfect if you gave a little speech.
A speech? You want me to give a speech? At your wedding? To the man who cheated on me with you?
Exactly. Think of how mature it would be. Everyone would see how graceful you are. It would show you finally moved on.
You are unbelievable. This isn't about grace. It's about you wanting me there for the optics. You want people to clap for your growth.
That is so unfair. This has nothing to do with optics. It's about letting go and showing we're not enemies.
Cut the garbage. Why do you really want me there, Cindy?
Fine, you want the truth. It's because it would be iconic, me walking down the aisle in that designer gown, surrounded by luxury, and you, the ex, being classy and cool and giving a heartfelt speech. It's like the ultimate moment of power and forgiveness.
Right, forgiveness as performance. Very on brand for you.
Also, it doesn't hurt that Brad is spending $50,000 on this wedding. 5 times what he spent on yours, by the way. The venue alone is almost 20 grand. And the ring? Custom. You should see it sparkle.
50,000? Interesting. I didn't realize Brad had that kind of money lying around.
Well, clearly he was just waiting for the right person to spend it on.
Sure. Or maybe he's just gotten really good at pretending.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Just funny how someone who needed help paying rent a year ago is suddenly throwing 50 grand parties.
Maybe I'm just worth it. Ever think of that?
I think Brad's always had a way of making things look a lot shinier than they really are.
You really think I'm trying to hurt you, don't you? I'm just trying to include you because deep down, I still care.
You care about appearances. You care about control. You don't care about me. You never have. And you clearly don't know me at all.
Ugh, you're impossible. It's like no matter what I say, you twist it into some personal attack.
Because everything you say is about you. Your idea of peace is me putting on a smile while you soak up attention.
It's not attention, Ashley. It's love. It's a celebration, and you're the only one making it toxic.
No, I'm just the only one refusing to pretend your fantasy is real. You betrayed me, and now you want me to clap for it?
People would respect you more if you could just be the bigger person.
People already respect me, Cindy, because I don't fake forgiveness to look good in group photos.
Brad said you'd pull this. He said you'd make everything about you and refuse to let go.
Funny, he made everything about himself when he walked out of our marriage and straight into yours. Enjoy him.
Wow, I was offering you a moment to show grace and closure, but I guess you're too bitter to see the opportunity.
You're not offering grace, you're offering humiliation dressed in pastels. I'm not giving a speech, I'm not coming to your wedding, and I'm not pretending.
You'll regret this. One day when you're old and alone, you'll wish you had made peace while you had the chance.
If peace means standing in a room full of people clapping for a lie, I'll take solitude. Happily.
What the hell, Ashley? Where is everybody? You didn't seriously convince our entire friend group to skip my wedding, did you?
No, Cindy, I didn't need to convince anyone. People just made their own choice, and none of them chose you.
Oh, please. You've been poisoning people against me for years. Don't act innocent. I know you've been talking trash behind my back.
You're giving me way too much credit. You burned every one of those bridges on your own. I just stayed out of the smoke.
This is insane. Not a single person from high school came. Not one. They were supposed to be here. I invited everyone. I even told the caterer to prepare for all of them. You know how expensive that was?
Maybe check a calendar, Cindy, or a group chat. It's the 10-year reunion tonight. Everyone's there. That's where they are.
Wait, what? You're telling me they scheduled the reunion on the same night as my wedding?
No, they scheduled the reunion. You scheduled your wedding without knowing because nobody thought you'd be invited anyway.
You've got to be kidding. You're saying I wasn't even invited to my own reunion?
That's exactly what I'm saying. You're not on the list. No one thought you'd be missed. And guess what? You weren't.
Unbelievable. So they just, left me out? Without even saying anything after all the years I spent hanging out with them?
Years you spent stealing their boyfriends, starting drama, and acting like you were the main character in everyone else's life? Yeah, that caught up to you.
Oh my God. Seriously? Everyone is still mad about stupid high school drama? That was a decade ago. We were kids.
And you haven't changed a bit. That's the problem. You're still the same girl who treats people like trash and expects praise.
Okay, wow. So you're all just fake. Smiling to my face, pretending we're cool, and then ghosting me the second I do something real?
No one ghosted you. They just stopped pretending. You finally saw what life looks like when people stop covering for your messes.
Unreal. I bet you're loving this. Sitting there in your boring little job while I have a designer gown and a luxury venue.
The difference is my life is built on trust and hard work. Yours is built on stolen men and hollow Instagram captions.
Please, your life is just spreadsheets and takeout. I've got a custom ring, a $50,000 wedding, and a new last name. I even upgraded the menu just in case the reunion crowd showed up. They were supposed to be part of this.
And still nobody showed up.
You think this is funny? You think it's fun watching me throw money away on Wagyu sliders and truffle risotto for ghosts?
You needed it so badly you begged me to give a speech. Don't pretend you weren't counting on applause to make it all feel real.
You know what? Let them rot at that stupid reunion. You think I care that a bunch of nobodies are eating shrimp in a banquet hall?
It's actually a rooftop downtown. Full bar, gourmet catering, packed guest list. I'm here right now, actually. It's lovely.
Oh, so now you're bragging? Wow, Ashley, classy.
I'm not bragging, I'm just answering your question. You asked where everyone was, I gave you the truth.
Screw the truth. You people were never real friends. All you ever did was judge me because I was hotter and had more confidence.
We didn't judge you because you were pretty, Cindy. We judged you because you were cruel, competitive, and couldn't stop betraying people.
Whatever. This is all fake. You're all fake. I bet the whole thing is a setup just to make me feel left out.
No setup required. You did that part all on your own.
You've got to be kidding me. Tell me this is some prank. Those photos from the reunion, they can't be real. Tell me it's fake.
They're absolutely real. Tyson proposed last month. We decided to share the news at the reunion. Everyone was genuinely happy for us.
You're engaged to Tyson Banks? Are you frickin' serious? He was supposed to be mine.
No, he wasn't. You had a crush, a loud, obsessive, one-sided crush. That doesn't make him yours. It just makes you persistent.
Everyone knew I liked him. I posted about him constantly. I wrote his name all over my binders. That was my dream guy.
And he never once showed interest. You chased a fantasy, meanwhile Tyson and I got to know each other like adults. Quietly, respectfully, and with actual connection.
So what, you just slide in behind my back while I was planning a wedding? You seriously can't let me have anything, can you?
Cindy, the only thing you had was someone else's husband and a Pinterest board. Don't act like you built something worth defending.
He's not even your type. Tyson is adventurous and fun, and you're just organized and uptight and beige.
He likes stability, loyalty, integrity. He's not interested in drama queens with zero impulse control and a 10-year trail of ex-friends.
I'm divorcing Brad right now. He's a mess anyway. I'm done wasting time. I am going after Tyson. He's going to see this.
That's bold, considering Tyson already knows about your entire track record and wants nothing to do with you.
You told him lies about me?
I didn't need to lie. I just answered his questions. Turns out, slept with my best friend's husband speaks for itself.
I can't believe this. First you ruined my wedding, now you're sabotaging my future? You are obsessed with tearing me down.
You're doing that just fine on your own, but since you brought up Brad, you might want to look at his financials.
He said he had savings. He told me he was waiting to use them on something meaningful, like our wedding.
That something meaningful apparently also included a last-minute loan, taken out in your name, by the way.
What?
I heard from someone at the bank. He applied for credit using your joint information. I guess you didn't read the fine print when you signed the registry forms.
He wouldn't do that. You're lying. That's illegal.
So is lying on loan applications, and yet, here we are. I suggest checking your credit score soon.
This is insane. You don't know anything. We just booked a luxury honeymoon. He bought me a Louis bag. None of that screams broke.
Brad has maxed out 3 credit cards in the last 6 months. He borrowed $5,000 from a mutual friend and said he was 3 months behind on rent.
No, you're just saying this to ruin things for me. You're bitter and jealous and making things up to feel powerful.
I'm not bitter. I'm free. Which is more than I can say for you, tied to a man whose whole image is fake, and whose debt is now halfway attached to your name.
You think you're so smart just because your life is quiet and boring? Well, guess what? I'd rather be dramatic than invisible.
And I'd rather be invisible than bankrupt, married to a fraud, and alone in a banquet hall with 80 untouched Wagyu sliders.
Ashley, you have to help me, please. I know things got ugly between us, but this is serious. I don't know what to do.
That's a first.
I am not joking. Brad's gone. He packed a bag and disappeared. He left a note saying, "Sorry, but I had to." That's all.
And now you're surprised?
He took the rest of our cash. The honeymoon was never booked. The Louis bag, it was fake. And the wedding invoices, all in my name.
Sounds about right.
I'm being harassed by the caterer, the venue, the planner. They're threatening legal action. The dress isn't even paid off. I thought he handled it all.
You thought wrong.
I owe over $30,000. That doesn't even include the credit card he opened with my info. They say I co-signed. I didn't even know he used my name.
Let me guess. You didn't read anything before signing. You were too busy showing off your perfect day.
He told me not to worry. He said he had it covered, that he had investments coming in, that this was the least I deserved.
And you believed him, just like you believed you won.
You don't get it. He conned me. He used me. You were married to him. You know how charming he can be.
I do. I also know how full of crap he is. That's why I divorced him. That's why I warned you.
No, you didn't. You were smug and cold and sarcastic, but you never actually warned me.
I told you he was a liar. I told you he was broke. You said I was bitter. That's not on me, Cindy.
You could have tried harder. You could have stopped me. You knew he would do something like this.
I tried. You laughed. You told me I was jealous. You posted smug little captions about manifesting your dreams. That wasn't a dream, Cindy. That was my trash.
I can't afford this. I can't even make rent this month. I might lose my job if this hits my credit report. I need help.
You need a lawyer, or a financial advisor, or maybe both, but I'm not either of those things. And I'm done being your fallback plan.
You're really going to just sit there while my life falls apart after everything? After all those years of knowing each other?
We weren't friends, Cindy. Not really. You just used me, just like you used everyone. The only difference now is you picked someone who used you back.
I'm begging you. I don't have anyone else. You don't even have to give me money. Just help me find him. You must know something.
I don't, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. I'm not going to track down my cheating ex-husband so you can scream at him for being exactly who he's always been.
Please, just call the bank. Say I didn't co-sign. Or talk to the planner. Tell them you know he misled me. Something. Anything.
You think I'm going to clean up after your mess? You thought stealing Brad would give you some kind of fairy tale? What you got was debt in a tuxedo and a disappearing act.
I thought you'd understand. I thought maybe deep down you still cared. That some part of you wouldn't want to see me ruined.
I don't want to see you ruined. I just don't want to stop you from finally facing what you are. You wanted my life, you got his lies. You can keep them.
You are heartless.
No, Cindy, I'm just finally done.
You'll regret this. When I figure it all out, when I recover from this, you'll wish you hadn't turned your back.
I didn't turn my back. I just stopped facing the wrong direction.
You're unbelievable. I hope Tyson cheats on you. I hope he walks out like Brad did. I hope you choke on your smugness.
And I hope you eventually realize that none of this happened to you. It happened because of you.
Don't you dare block me, Ashley. I swear if you block me...
Goodbye, Cindy. I didn't block Cindy to hurt her. I blocked her because I finally realized she was never going to stop dragging me backwards. Some people mistake chaos for passion and drama for love, but I'm done mistaking noise for meaning. Brad was a liar, but Cindy made a choice too. She saw what he did to me, and she still wanted to wear the ring. She thought she could outrun consequences by pretending they only belonged to other people. But eventually, the truth catches up, with all of us. I didn't destroy her life. I just didn't save it. I'm not angry anymore. I'm not interested in proving anything. I have a quiet life, a steady relationship, and people around me who don't need to be impressed, just respected. Let her chase ghosts and empty luxury if she wants. I have real love now, real peace. And nothing, not a wedding, not a grudge, not a desperate text at midnight, is ever going to shake that again. She thought she was writing the ending to my story. Turns out, she was just the cautionary footnote.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Jack, I have had enough of you fooling around out here. Stop trying to act like it's a good thing to be single at your age and find a woman you can actually stay married to. And once you find that woman, you make her bring me a grandbaby. If you could just try a little harder to find someone, you could become a very good husband and father, right? All you are right now is a complete embarrassment to me.
I think asking Jasmine to bring you that grandbaby would be a lot more effective, Mom. And those two already took fertility tests and the results came back saying that they are both good to go.
I understand that, but that has nothing to do with you. What I'm trying to tell you right now is that it's embarrassing to have my oldest son grow up single and with no kids.
But Mom, I already told you I don't plan on getting married anymore.
Huh? You're going on about that again? Then what's going to happen to me getting my grandbaby?
And that's why I said, you won't be getting a grandbaby from me, okay? I've been to the doctor about it already and they said it's better for me to just look past wanting kids based on the very low chance I have of getting someone pregnant. They even tried bringing up adoption as an option, but you budged in, saying that it was the wife's fault for not bringing in any kids. And you still wonder why she left me after all that crap you gave her. For something that's not anyone's fault but my own. Why is it so hard for you to accept the truth, Mom? You literally do anything but accept the truth, and that includes hurting those who aren't even at fault. If I had to give you a reason why I'm not married now and never will be again, I'd say it has to do with you always getting in the way.
You're going on about that again as well?
If you don't want to hear about it again, then stop making me bring it up. And the fact that you always come to me about not having any kids and not having anyone to love is why I always go back and bring up the reasons why. It's driving me nuts.
Well, listen, Jack. You don't have to cover for that ex of yours being infertile anymore, because you've already divorced her and she means nothing to us anymore, right?
Jesus Christ, Mom. I'm not lying about it to protect her. I'm being serious when I say that I'm the one that's infertile. I even showed you the test results from the clinic, right?
Well, anyway, I'm not going to allow you to stay single. The only way you're going to continue staying a man in my family is by getting yourself another wife and making some kids with her. That's what all men need to do, and you're no exception.
Please stop with all this, Mom. At this point, you continue to go in circles about this. It's just wasting everyone's time.
Jack!
I have an early morning tomorrow, so good night.
I've had enough sitting here waiting. You must be planning to surprise me with something, right?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about that penthouse you have. You must have bought that recently, right?
Huh?
When I went into your apartment earlier, I saw the papers on that place lying on your computer.
You've gone and created yet another duplicate key to my place without my permission? Are you still not able to get it into your head that it's because of crap like you that you've caused my last relationship to flounder and forced me to divorce my wife? I can't believe you right now, Mom.
Well, you're my son, and I think I have the right to have access to your apartment. So when are you going to be able to introduce me to that new wife of yours?
Seriously?
The penthouse I saw in those papers lying in your apartment showed that it has 3 bedrooms and a very spacious kitchen, so there must be a good reason for you buying it, right? What kind of woman is the girl you're with right now? Is she the kind of woman that can actually get pregnant and birth some children?
It was after you bought that penthouse that you made my relationship with my ex-wife impossible and I had to divorce her.
Huh?
It's been over a year now since I bought that penthouse. After the divorce, I've been dealing with a lot of personal things, and I still have work and that to deal with as well, so I haven't had time to move into the place or anything yet.
Huh? What the? Can you stop trying to upset me right now? But if that's really the case with you, that penthouse doesn't belong to someone who's single and has no plan to have a family, right?
Huh?
Well, listen, your sister has gotten pregnant.
Oh, is that so? Tomorrow I'll send her a text telling her congrats.
Well, what I'm trying to say is that I want you to give that penthouse to your sister and her husband.
What?
Right now, your sister is living in a small apartment with her husband that only has 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom in it. Right now, the place is decent for those two, but the moment they have their first baby, they're going to need more space to work with. You can understand that, right?
Well, yeah, I understand that.
Then please give that place to your sister.
Stop being ridiculous, Mom. I'm planning to move into that place real soon, and starting this week I plan to get my things packed up and ready to go.
Having a place as big as that all to yourself is far too greedy.
Why is that greedy? Also, this place wasn't even gonna be mine in the first place after the divorce, but I was able to get it after much talk with my ex about how much I planned on using it. You have no right telling me to give it away after you almost made me lose it once already.
You are far too old now to be saying such selfish garbage.
How am I being selfish right now?
Are we finished here, Jack? I'm tired of having to fight you all the time on stuff like this. That place is too big for you and would be perfect for your sister, her husband, and her soon-to-be-born baby. And me. Having a place that open for the four of us to live in would be perfect.
Hold on a minute. It seems to me like the conditions have changed, and you just made it look as though you plan to live with them in the penthouse.
And what's wrong with me wanting that?
Have you ever even spoken with either of them yet about your plan?
There's no reason for me to talk with them about it now.
Well, if they need a house that's bigger than the apartment they're in, then the normal thing to do would be to move into a bigger place, or have a new place built for their needs, right? And I believe that both of us have heard already from her husband that he plans on having a place of his own built for the family, instead of moving into an already built home, right? Even if I did want to give them my penthouse, they probably don't need it.
I've had enough of this talk. Just give them the dang penthouse. If you continue to keep saying no to what your own mother is asking you, then I'll have to disown you.
Really?
But if you give them that place, then we can all go on with our lives again as normal. You don't want me cutting ties to you, right?
Actually, I don't care if you do or don't.
Right? You know just as well as I do that we don't want that.
Huh? Wait, that's not what I meant.
Yeah. You can stop trying to talk your way out of all this now. I am looking forward to moving into that place and having so much room to work with while raising my grandbaby.
That's not what I meant.
Well, since that's what's going to happen soon, I need to start preparing my things as well to move into that place.
Go and do what you'd like, Mom. But don't come back to me when things aren't what they seemed.
Jack! Why are you living in this penthouse right now? You were supposed to have given your sister this place so that her family and I could live here without you.
How do you know about me moving out of my old apartment?
I went to your previous apartment to come see it, and the man living next door to your place told me that you moved out. And when he said that to me, I went right to the building that the penthouse is located in, and I can see that you're in there right now. But when I ran after you as you opened the door, you slammed it in my face before I could come inside.
Well, luckily there's a really fast auto lock on the door that kicked in right before you turned the handle. And if you don't have the key to that lock, you can't get in.
Well, then hand that key over to me right now, Jack. I went to your apartment today looking for that key after all, so now that I've had to run all the way here after you moved in without letting me know, I'm getting that key.
So you went into that apartment again without my permission, huh? Thank God I moved out of there before you started to have one of these fits again.
You don't have any plans to get married again, right?
That's right. All I'm thinking about now is living as a bachelor for the rest of my life.
Then hurry up and get the hell out of there. That penthouse is far too good for some half-cooked man like you who doesn't plan to have a wife or kids.
Well, I'm planning on making this place into my office and this studio as well.
Huh? Making it into an office?
For a long time now, I've been doing this sort of work as a sort of side hustle, and now I'm thinking of focusing on it full time. And as of right now, I've been working with a friend of mine on merging our businesses and making a larger company.
And so what? That sort of stuff has nothing to do with that penthouse.
Well, that friend that I'm working with had plans to get married next year, and then move into a place close to his penthouse. But right now his partner is overseas for work, and he's all alone over here. So the plan is to have him stay in this penthouse with me for the next year until his woman returns and they get married.
What the heck? Why did you make all of those plans without me?
Because this is my penthouse, and since it's mine, I can do what I want with it.
But I told you that if you don't want to be disowned, you have to give that place over to your sister so that her family can move into there. You can look back in our texts and see exactly what I told you. I said for you to give the penthouse to her, and that you don't want me cutting ties with you, right? And you replied by saying you don't care if I do or don't.
Yeah, and that meant that I don't care what you do about your relationship with me. In other words, go ahead and disown me.
Huh?
You can go back into our messages and see what I told you. You're mistaking what I said, and that it wasn't what you thought it meant, right?
What? You're kidding, right?
I wanted to make things more clear for you, but you wouldn't stop talking, and told me to stop talking about it anytime I try to speak, so I gave up on it. And honestly, I'm totally okay with you cutting your ties to me, and that's why I stopped caring about you having a misunderstanding about what I said.
What the heck? What should I do now?
Go back to your own house and stay quiet from now on?
But I already moved ahead and sold my place.
Is that right?
What the hell is up with you acting like that's got nothing to do with you?
Well, you're cutting ties to me now, right?
No, I don't think so.
Are we done here? I have some things that I need to get back to, and I can see that you have nothing left to say to me that I care to hear. Bye.
Wait a second. What the heck am I going to do? Jack? Hey.
What do you want? What could you possibly want with me now?
Hey, do you know where your sister ran off to?
Huh? Why are you asking me where she's gone? All I know about her is that her husband and her moved back closer to his hometown because there would he be closer to his job.
Huh? They moved even further away. That town is almost 4 hours away from here.
Before those two even got married, they were talking about how before they even had a kid, they'd move back into his hometown where he'd be closer to his job and be in a better place to raise the kids. The only reason why he was working around here for a little while in the first place is because the company he works for is owned by his dad, and he was asked to start helping with the starting of a new office in town. But they agreed that once his wife became pregnant, he could go back to his old office closer to his hometown and have his kid there.
What?
And it's getting pretty close to the due date for that baby, so they decided to move back to his hometown before she had the baby and is all tired out.
Well, why did I never hear anything about this from them?
It's because you're a reckless woman, so we all decided to keep their move a secret from you so you couldn't do anything crazy to them.
Huh? I'm reckless?
You made a huge deal about having me give up on my penthouse and handing it over to my sister so that her and her husband could have their baby there and you could live there with them as well. They also knew about how I bought this place before my divorce and that you were the reason my wife ended up leaving me. And if all that wasn't enough, you were causing a crap ton of stress for her by always trying to control everything she planned to do with the baby, as though it was gonna be your baby somehow. Well, anyway, there's a whole bunch of reasons that began to pile up, and that's why they both chose to move out of town without telling you.
What the heck? Does she not want me around to help her in raising her baby when it's born? Did she forget who raised her to become the perfect woman she is now?
And as far as we're concerned, it was Dad that raised the both of us into the people we are now.
Huh?
Dad was the one making the money in the house for all of us to live on, and he was also the one that did the most cooking and cleaning in the house. You were a housewife, but you ended up slacking off quite a lot.
Wait a second.
Also, it's been 2 years now since you left the house to live on your own away from Dad because you didn't want him to listen to you asking all the time to do the chores, right? Well, he's told me that he plans to divorce you now since you're never going back to him.
But if he leaves me, how am I going to make any money?
No, I'm not, because you told me you'd disown me and cut ties with me.
But you are my son, so you should be able to do something about this, please.
I think we're pretty much done here, right? I'm a very busy man now, and I got things I gotta get back to. Can you make sure to never talk to me again?
Jack!
Now I'm gonna get back to work. Goodbye forever. After her and I had our final conversation, my mom came running back to my penthouse door and continued to hang around it for hours and hours. But after a while of hearing her constant knocking around my penthouse door and the building itself, others in the building began to become suspicious of her and called the police on her. They came just at the time I wasn't around, so she couldn't get me to come and help her, meaning the police put her in their car and drove her to the nearest station. After she was let out of the police station the following day, she proceeded to start heading back to the building my penthouse was in, only to be stopped by my dad, who told her that he heard about everything and would be sending her to my older brother's business outside the state. There she would work for him and make some money to support herself, while also being too far away to do anything about me and the rest of my family. Her brother operates a logging business, so the location she'll be working at is far in the mountains and forests, where it takes almost a day to get to by buggy or truck. So because of her being so remote, I can feel a sense of relief knowing she'll never make it back here again. And of course, this meant that Dad was able to divorce her as well. I hope that now she's lost pretty much everything in her immediate family, and she'll begin to make a new family out there in the middle of nowhere cutting wood all day with all those other loggers. And I'm sure that unlike us, those loggers won't even let her get away with a second of that reckless attitude she had with us. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought about the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hey, Randy, I'm outside the funeral home. What's going on? Right when I get in there, I get a bucket of water dumped on me, seriously? And then get kicked out. What the hell is going on here? Sam, why'd you even come here? You're not welcome. I made sure the staff not let you in no matter what. Your only option is to leave, so goodbye. What are you saying, Randy? This is our father's funeral we're talking about, for God's sake. Do I really have to explain it to you in black and white? I don't want you coming to Dad's funeral because it's embarrassing to have a high school dropout of a little brother come here. You're a total disgrace. I don't give a crap if you're my younger brother or not. Am I getting my point across to you, little brother? Are you still harping on about academic achievement? Dad hated that kind of viewpoint. I don't care what Dad thought. The fact is you're a hindrance to society. No education, no skill, no finesse. A lot of people, prestigious people, that knew and respected Dad are coming here today to pay their respects. He was the CEO of a major company. There are many people that are going to pay tribute to him. You really expect both his sons to be there to greet the well-wishers, and one of them is a high school dropout. I could not bear the indignity. A good percentage of those well-wishers know the reason I dropped out of school. It's no use, Sam. You're not getting in here as long as I say so. Give up, man. See you around, Sam.
Hey, Sam. You okay?
Emily, is that you?
I was waiting in the lobby area for you when I heard that Randy chased you away.
So you're already inside?
Yeah, the traffic was pretty light, so I got here sooner than I expected. Did he really dump water on you?
Yeah, I'm still soaked, actually. A bunch of his co-workers, or should I say lackeys, threw me out after that. Those lackeys are guarding the main entrance as well as the side entrances, preventing me from even getting close to the place. How's Randy? What's he up to?
The funeral directory called him over, and he's busy running around doing chores. Seems kind of busy at the moment.
I see. Thanks. Well, I'm soaking wet. I can't do much in this condition, I guess. I better give it up and go home, at least for now.
Can I ask you something, Sam? Why is your brother like that? I mean, treating his younger brother with such disdain.
Yeah, well, my brother judges people by their academic background.
So this has to do with you dropping out of high school?
He's a college graduate, so he can't bear the thought of a family member being a high school dropout. He just finds it unacceptable.
But how could he? The circumstances at the time was unavoidable. Doesn't he understand that? The CEO, your father, was overjoyed that you made that decision. It was a difficult decision for you. And Randy, he was there. He witnessed the whole thing, and he treats you like this? It just seems so heartless. He doesn't understand a thing. He could at least let you into your own father's funeral.
Don't worry about it. Emily, I'm sure Dad's looking down on me from up there. He knows what's going on. I'll be there for the big public event later in the day. I'll sneak into that somehow, put on a disguise or something, and pay my respects. No worries. Now or later today, it makes no difference.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Better not make any waves now and ruin your father's funeral.
I should go home and change at least. I'll be back later.
All right, just be careful, okay?
Hey, Randy, I just got to the office. Where the hell is my desk? I asked the other staff members and they tell me you came in early this morning with your guys and moved everything. What's going on? Didn't even expect you to be here. I thought I would start today. I just took a few days off when Dad passed, you know this. So where the hell is my desk? Do I have to spell everything out for you, Sam? Please. You're fired, Sam. That's what it means. Pardon me? Do you even realize that you're the only person in this office that's a high school dropout? You only graduated from junior high, bro. You really think people are going to listen to you? Dad was too easy on you, always spoiling you. But you begged him to let you in the company, and he relented. You didn't get into this company on your own merits. It was given to you on a silver platter. We can't use people like you. One thing's for sure, the next CEO of this company, which would be me, isn't some pushover. We don't need a worthless dropout in our company. We're better than that.
There's no guarantee that you will be the next CEO. It hasn't been announced yet. There needs to be a board meeting as well as an investors meeting. The results of those meetings will determine the next CEO.
That's where you're wrong, Sammy. I don't care what the investors or board members say. It will be a college graduate like myself that will be slated to become the next CEO after my father. There's no denying it, sir. I'm sorry, Sam. You're fired. Should I repeat it so that there is no misunderstanding, Sam? I'm the next CEO, and the high school dropout is out of a job. I can see the headline now. College graduate son takes over as CEO, and worthless dropout brother sacked.
You keep repeating that ad nauseum. I heard you the first time.
All right then. So what are you going to do about it?
If that's how you want it, okay. I'm out.
Actually, you had no other choice.
No, actually, I did have a choice. I already submitted my resignation 2 months ago.
What are you talking about?
I was going to take that break after Dad died and just not come back. I was not even going to come in today. But with all the chaos after Dad passed, I didn't have time to come and clear out my desk. So I dropped in today to do that, but then you beat me to it. Saved me the trouble, thanks, Randy. So that means I'll be gone from this company without any prodding from you.
Are you for real? You mean I didn't have to go through all that trouble? Too bad, though. I actually wanted to get you fired so you couldn't get any of the benefits. Does that mean you get a hefty retirement package? I thought I'd get rid of a high school dropout and see you left with nothing. That would have been fun to see. Oh well.
Yeah, what a shame. Anyway, I'm resigning because I already have another job lined up.
Pardon me?
Thanks for cleaning out my desk and all, Randy. I'll just say goodbye to everyone and be on my way.
I can't imagine what kind of company would want a guy like you working for them. That must be a real disreputable operation. Oh, but come think of it, it might be kind of fun to watch you squirm even more. Yo, Emily, what's up? Did you hear? Little Sammy up and quit. Can you believe it? He said he already found a new job, but it's some fly-by-night operation, some dodgy company. So Emily, more of a reason to drop that boring dude and start dating the next CEO.
Oh, hello, Randy. Yes, I did hear he landed a new job, but what I heard was that he was recruited. You know, so-called headhunting.
Come, Emily, give me a break. Headhunting refers to recruiting top talent. It does not refer to people like Sam, he's just a...
Yes, I know, high school dropout. I'm surprised you don't know anything about your younger brother.
What are you trying to say?
This was before I joined the company, but I was told by some of the long-time staff members. About 10 years ago, the company was on the verge of bankruptcy.
Huh? The company was on the verge of bankruptcy? You're talking about our company, right?
Yes, it was a tough time for her father. He was adamant about allowing Sam to go to that private high school and college, and had set aside the tuition. This was about the time that you had just graduated from college, and already landed an executive position at the company. Apparently, you got it into your head that the money was actually set aside to celebrate your graduation and company status. You spent that money for an extravagant party with your friends and blew the whole thing in one night.
Oh, this is the first I'm hearing this BS.
I was told that the entrance fee for that high school was approximately $2,000, but at the time, the company was in dire circumstances. Your father wasn't able to scrape together the amount in time, and Sam was prevented from entering the school. That's why Sam decided to forgo high school and college and work at your father's company.
You're kidding me.
But when Sam joined the company and really put his efforts into reviving it, things started to look up. He came up with some brilliant ideas and earned the trust of his clients. After his tireless efforts, the company experienced a V-shaped recovery in just 3 years and made the company profitable again.
Why haven't I heard about this?
Maybe you just didn't want to hear it. Everyone in the company knew except you. All you were interested in was status. You never stopped to think about Sam and what he did for the company. All you were concerned about was his failure to graduate from high school. That's all you were fixated on. To think such a narrow-minded person would take over the company. That's what troubles me. To be honest, I don't think you'll ever be the CEO.
Come on, Emily, don't be like that.
I don't want to be associated with you any longer. Goodbye.
Hey Sam, pick up if you're there. Where did you put those documents for Ace Industries and King Corporation? They're not in the files.
Pardon me?
Those documents include signed contracts for those big projects. I lose them and we're finished. I need them ASAP.
Normally, you would put these kind of documents into the company safe. I hope you didn't just have them sitting on your desk. If they went missing today, I have no idea where they are.
What? But you handled those projects too, right?
Yeah, but I had the marketing department take over all business dealings 3 days ago. I have nothing to do with those companies anymore. I also didn't have the authorization to access the safe anymore. I suggest you contact the people in charge now and verify the situation with them.
That file folder wasn't...
I'm not sure what you're saying, Randy. Hold on a second. Don't tell me that when you had my desk cleared out, you also dumped everything in the safe. I hope that's not what you're suggesting. Wait, back up. Was the AP Corp files in there too?
AP, what are you talking about?
And I last checked, AP Corp sent over some high-priority documents.
Are you serious? Those are in the safe?
Please don't tell me you threw them out. If I were you, I'd go to each of the departments handling those accounts and apologize to them. And get those files back to them ASAP.
Yeah, but I was,
Come on, Randy, snap out of it. No time to be texting me.
I put the files, the documents through the shredder.
The shredder? Seriously? Randy? You mean to tell me that it's all confetti now?
I was only trying to,
What the hell is wrong with you? This is serious, man. I'm going to contact the office right away.
No, wait, don't do that. They really gave me a dressing down after you blabbed about this whole thing.
Can I ask you something, Randy? Were you trying to put the blame on me by getting rid of those documents?
I thought all those clients were under your supervision.
What the hell is wrong with you? I can understand you wanting to give me a hard time, but why would you jeopardize the company and put our clients at risk? Or is it your intention to totally bankrupt our father's company? A company he spent his whole life building?
Of course not. Why would I even think that? I'm going to be the next CEO of this company. Why would I do that? That's suicide.
That means you're either real dumb or you're soft in the head.
What the hell are you talking about? How could a college graduate next in line to be CEO be dumb?
Hey, Randy, didn't the office ask you to stay at home until they figure out what they were going to do with you?
Why do you even know about that?
I didn't. You just verified it.
Darn it, if this fooled the wrong way, my chance of becoming CEO... Hey, Emily, how are you? Look, can I ask a favour? I really need your help. This is about the unfortunate incident where I mistakenly shredded those files. I'm sure you heard about that. Could you tell them that it was you? I mean, you did it without realising they were important files and I was covering for you, taking the blame. What do you say? You do that for me and I'll be sure to make you the wife of the next CEO, I promise.
Sorry, but I already resigned from the company.
Huh? Seriously?
I applied for the same company as Sam, and I got a letter from them accepting my application, so I resigned from the company on the same day as Sam.
What, am I hearing you right? You and Sam both resigned at the same time.
Yes, we went to all the departments to say goodbye to everyone today. Everyone was very understanding. We stopped by your department, but you were nowhere in sight. Were you taking a cigarette break or something? Do people even smoke now?
Did you really resign?
Yes. It was nice working with you these few years. Goodbye.
No. This is not happening. Why does Sam get all the breaks? I'm the college graduate here. What the hell? After my father passed, the board decided that the current vice president take over as CEO. He has been my father's right-hand man since the company's establishment. He also has a strong bond with all the clients. He was the one that handled the mess that Randy got us into. And thankfully, the entire episode ended with minimal damage. This episode with Randy prompted a corporate investigation, which ultimately revealed the substandard business methods of his department. He was ultimately asked to resign, and on top of that, legal proceedings were instituted against him for the damage he caused. He was not much of a saver, it turns out, so that really hit him hard and left him stone broke. My mum wanted nothing more to do with him. Last I heard, he was living in another city, trying to make ends meet. But, knowing Randy, he got himself in trouble again. This time he was accused of stalking some woman. Apparently, he later borrowed money from some disreputable loan outfit. I'm not sure what happened to him after that.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Nadine, you got a second? I have something important to talk to you about.
Huh? What's up?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you straight out. I want to break up with you.
That was out of the blue. What is this?
I meant to tell you, just didn't have the chance. I've been seeing this girl for quite some time now, and yesterday I learned she's pregnant with my child. So, I'm asking you for a divorce.
You're not serious. Hold it 1 second, Phil. You want a divorce. You've been seeing someone, really, which means you were having an affair?
Yeah, I guess that's what it means. Sorry. She works for one of our clients. I met her at a party that her company held some years back. Her name is Amelia. She's more than half our age. She's a really nice girl.
Are you serious? More than half? That means she's not much older than our kids. You were having an affair with a girl that young? Are you out of your mind? Oh, wait. Are you really being straight with me?
Age makes no difference. If there's love between us, age is no obstacle.
The love between... Oh, please. Seriously? I really don't know if I should laugh or cry. Anyway, I don't like it one bit, but okay. So, you want a divorce? Is that it?
Yeah, I can't just turn away and let her be a single mom. I want to take responsibility, not only for her, but also for the child that's coming. Our kids are all grown up and doing well on their own, and I figured it was about time to let it go. To be honest, I just want to be free from all of you, this whole family.
Be free from us? Are you serious? You sound like I was enslaving you all these years. I can't believe you thought of me and the kids that way.
Of course, I didn't always think so, especially when we first got married. As the kids got older, I felt you and I drifted apart. My life just became a routine. Going to the office, coming home and having dinner, going to bed, and then the next morning all over again. Then one day it just hit me. I was just someone who brought home the bacon, just someone who paid the bills.
That's not true. How could you even say that?
Even if you don't feel that way, I felt this empty spot in my soul. Total lack of existence. It was then that I met Amelia. She brought joy into my life. I want to live the rest of my life with her and with our child. So, please, I beg of you, set me free. Give me a divorce.
Okay, I guess I can't stop you or convince you. What's the use anyway? I'll give you that divorce if you want it so badly. Oh, and she's pregnant. It leaves me with no other choice.
Thank you. So relieved. I'll get the divorce papers ready and send them to you later. I'll fill it in and sign it, so could you do the same? After that, we can work out how to divide our assets. Work all that out and we're set. We're officially divorced.
Hold on a second. No problem with submitting the papers and dividing up the assets, but how about a little compensation? You're the one who had an affair, and you're the one who wants a divorce, not me.
Huh? Compensation? I don't have to pay that. What are you talking about? It's obvious where the priority is. You're gonna be retiring in a few years. But I'm gonna be supporting a young woman and our child. I can't afford to pay you compensation. I mean, it's beyond dispute.
It's not beyond dispute. Are you nuts? It's as if I'm paying for child support to a husband who's had an affair. It makes no sense. I have absolutely no obligation to do that. I expect handsome compensation for your infidelity.
You really are a selfish woman. I always thought so. Are you that desperate for money?
Selfish. You're the one who went and screwed around behind my back. Who's the one that's selfish? A financial settlement for cheating on your wife is a right.
That's what I'm talking about. It's that attitude. That's why I cheated on you. Because you're like that.
Say what you want. Oh yeah, and tell me how to get in touch with this woman you're having an affair with. Amelia, was it? I want to talk to her directly.
Why do you want to talk to her anyway? I'll never forgive you if you say anything that would hurt her. Remember that!
Do you really think I would be so mean? She's the same age as my kids, for God's sake. You think I'm some sort of evil witch? There's a lot we have to work out. After all, you intend to marry her, right? Can't just sign the papers and be done with it. You're going to have to move out, too. We'll do everything through you. It will just take time. Better to work things out directly with her.
Yeah, all right then. But don't you go giving her a hard time and stressing her out. She's with child, you know.
Yeah, I get it. Hello, this is Nadine. So, you're Amelia, the woman that my husband is having an affair with.
Yup, that's me. This is Phil's wife, Amelia. That's me.
Oh, hello, ex-wife. I figured you were some sort of seductress, but I didn't figure you'd be simple-minded, too. For your information, Phil and I are still very much married.
Makes no difference. The divorce has already been decided. Same thing.
That means Phil is already my husband.
Oh, I feel so bad for taking your precious husband. So very sorry.
Right. Can I ask you something? Just out of curiosity. Why did you have an affair with my husband? I mean, come on. He's about your father's age.
Obvious, isn't it? Because he's loaded. That's why. Oh, my dream is to live a celebrity lifestyle. A nice house, nice things.
I have no desire to live a frugal life, saving money, cutting back on this or that. That's not my style. I don't want to do any housework either. I always wanted to hire a maid to do all that. The life of a princess. Oh, that was always my dream. Also, I always wanted a guy who would do anything for me. A guy who had no will to resist my every desire. So, Phil fit that best to a T. Works at a top corporation, lives in a beautiful house, has plenty of moolah. What more can you ask for?
If things work out, I may even inherit a fortune. That's why I stole your precious little husband from you.
I see. I get the picture now. According to Phil, he said age makes no difference. If there is love, all will work out, or something like that. But for you, it's more if there is money, all will work out. Is that it? Like I said, I get the picture very clearly. You guys were made for each other. Oh, my grandpa used to say 2 sandwiches short of a picnic.
Sounds like something from a century ago. What's it even mean? Besides, none of it phases me one bit. Coming from someone who's going to be a divorcee very soon. Oh, on top of that, I have a child coming. Get those divorce papers signed, would ya old crone?
All right, I'll send over all my husband's stuff to your place.
Huh?
I've already made arrangements with the moving company. Just give me your address. Should get all the stuff to your place in a couple of days. Phil said you prepared some of his stuff, and he's headed over there tonight.
Stop right there. Why are you sending Phil stuff to my place? That sounds like Phil is moving out of the house and not you.
Sounds like, we get divorced, Phil leaves this house. That's a fact. Oh yeah, the moving cost. I'll send them cash on delivery, so would you be so kind to pay them? I would appreciate getting your address ASAP.
Hold it a second. Why is Phil being chased out? It's his home, for God's sake. You're the one who should be moving out. Don't tell me you took the house on top of demanding compensation.
What the hell are you talking about? Why would I move out? This house is mine. It's in my name.
Huh? That's not Phil's house? It's not in his name?
Of course not. Oh, didn't he mention it? I inherited this house and the property from my father. It's been in the family for generations. I'm paying property tax on it too, so yep, the house and property are 100% mine. Sorry.
Does that mean I won't be able to live in that house? I was looking forward to moving in and living there. The schools are right nearby. It's a short drive to the mall.
Yeah, well, too bad. Come heaven or hell, no way you're setting foot on my property.
No, this is not happening. My dream was to live a celebrity lifestyle. That house was the perfect place to live my dream. You can't do this. Oh, hold it. I got an idea. Instead of taking the divorce settlement, how about you give us that house? Then my dreams come true and I get to live in that house.
You're totally deranged. You do realize that, don't you?
Do you even know what dividing up assets means? Of course I know what it means. It means when 2 people get divorced, everything is divided up evenly. Besides, you're old and alone. You don't need a big house like that. It would just go to waste. The kid is coming soon, too. I think you should hand over that house to us. It only seems fair. Phil just has to make more money. Not a problem. We'll give you everything in exchange for the house. So, what do you say?
Oh my god. I thought you were the only one that was simple-minded. Are you guys both mentally impaired? Did you guys meet at the state mental institution and not at the company party? Oh, I bet that's it. Dividing up assets means appropriating assets that we both own. This means the house is not part of that. It's in my name. Therefore, mine, not a shared asset. I realize you're slow-witted, but you do understand this all, right?
Are you serious? That means there's practically no reason for me to marry Phil.
Oh yeah, and the savings he has and the money he'll make from now on? Well, all that's gonna disappear after he pays the settlement, which is pretty substantial. So I wouldn't expect a celebrity lifestyle for some time to come. More like a pauper's lifestyle.
Huh? No house, no money. I'd be marrying some old penniless fart. No way I'm doing that. I don't want to marry some loser like that. But Phil is in love, and he is adamant about bringing up your child. He feels it's his responsibility. He came home a while ago, and he was in a hurry to pack all his things. He actually seemed pretty happy. It's not easy to be a single mom, so although Phil is like that, at least he loves you and will do anything for you. Don't worry about it. I'm sure he has love on his side. Love conquers all, as my grandpa used to say. No, I don't want that. The kid? That's all made up. There is no kid. I'm not pregnant at all. I faked the pregnancy test. I showed him a fake one, that's all. I figured if I said I was pregnant, he would divorce you right away. That's why I did it. I don't want to marry some penniless old geezer. Oh, yuck. Just forget about the divorce. Don't send him over here. I don't want to see the guy. Kinda late for that. He just left the divorce papers on the kitchen table and took off with his stuff. My guess is he's headed over to your place. Uh-huh. Hold on a sec. Okay then, I'll send the big stuff tomorrow. That's it from me. Have a good life with Phil. He truly loves you. Don't forget that. See ya. Wait, hold on a second.
Hey, Nadine! I know you're home! Open this door! You think you can keep me out of my own house?
Please stop making a ruckus in front of the house. What will the neighbors think? I'm gonna call the police if you don't pipe down.
Please! Let me in! I was wrong. The whole thing was a misunderstanding.
Huh? I really don't think I want to let you in. What about Amelia? Go over to her place. You two lovebirds work it out.
Amelia's gone. I don't know where the hell she is. I went over to her place 3 days ago and she said she wanted to clean up the place first. Told me to wait a few days so she could get her place prepared. So I stayed at a hotel for 3 days. I went back today to check on her and she'd already moved out. Nowhere to be found.
Oh my, I didn't think she was so motivated. When she sets her mind to it, she really goes all out. Impressive. And I thought she was just some slow-witted tramp.
I sent her a Line message and she said all the stuff about her being pregnant. It was all a lie. Then she blocked all access to her Line app and now I can't contact her. I have nowhere else to go. Please let me in. I can't live in a hotel forever. Please. Forgive me and let me back in my own house.
Not your house, Phil. Besides, just stay at your company apartment. I mean, you're single now, aren't you? They'll let you stay.
If I could, I would. But I can't just move in. You sent all my stuff to my office.
Oh, yeah, that. I thought if Amelia didn't accept the cash on delivery, I would need a backup address, so I gave them your office address. Guess she refused to pay, huh?
You also made a hard copy of the conversation we had online and left it with this stuff too, right? Everyone at the office saw that, and now I can't even show my face there without everyone snickering behind my back. How am I supposed to work? And you think the company will allow me to stay at the company apartment after they saw that?
Oh my, I feel for you. I really do. Must be very hard.
Come on! You act like I'm a total stranger! I'm your husband! Please, have a little compassion!
Huh? No, actually, we're total strangers. You're no longer my husband. This all has nothing to do with me. I don't care if you were swindled by some young tramp or that you have no place to live. It simply does not concern me.
Are you serious? We've been together for 30 years! You can't just dump me on the street! You're being way too cruel!
Wait, you're the one who chose a young, pretty girl instead of the woman you had been with for 30 years. Who's the cruel one here? Don't make me laugh. I want to be free of you. We're in love. Isn't that what you said? After I heard that, all love I had for you flew out the window.
Come on, please! It was all a misunderstanding! She conned me! That snake woman, she tricked me! Please, Give me one more chance! I beg of you! Please! Nadine!
Oh, not in a million years. My life no longer requires your presence. From now on, I'm going to live as free as a bird and do whatever I want.
Please, give me a break here. It was just a misstep. Please. Nadine, my love.
Oh, please stop with the my love crap. And please quit pleading for help from your ex-wife. It's really pathetic. If you don't get away from my front door, I really will call the police. Oh, and another thing. From now on, please contact my lawyer if you want to talk. Okay, that's it. Have a good life. It was good knowing you all these years. After that conversation, I peeked out the window and saw him still standing there, apparently at a loss for words. I called the cops, but before they got here, he was long gone. I left the rest up to my lawyer, and after a month or so, the entire settlement amount was deposited into my account. That ended my 3-decade-long relationship with my ex. I heard he had moved into a cheap apartment and continued working at his same office, but word got around about his affair and the fact that his wife dumped him. He couldn't handle all the rumors swirling around him, and after about 3 months, he resigned from the company. I heard he had a hard time looking for a new job because of his age. I also heard from my kids that he visited them, but they also shunned him for what he did to me. If he had just not had that affair with that woman, he could have retired and had an easy, stress-free life awaiting him. I lived with him for 30 years. Never in my life did I think he would turn out to be such an idiot. As for my kids, they felt sorry for me and offered to live with me, but I refused. I decided to register with an overseas exchange student program, and currently I have 2 young teenage girls from France staying with me. Glad I studied French back in college. Surprised that I still remember. I'm actually having fun and living my life to the fullest. It's like I'm starting a brand new life. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.